What's up, guys? Killian here, and I just want to go over that direct we just had, and I was looking at the list. So I just got a list of everything they announced here, and then I'll just talk about the few things that interested me. Um, it wasn't the best direct for me. I know a lot of people really loved it, and that's great. But just for me, it wasn't a lot. But here's what they had. They started with Pikmin 4, Xenoblade 3 DLC, Samba de Amigo. That's that weird looking dancing game. I don't know. Fashion Dreamer. My girls would probably have a good time with that, let's be honest. Dead Cells DLC, which kind of surprised me. I'm like, Dead Cells is still going? I mean, it's a cool game and all, but I don't know. Tron Identity, like a puzzle game. I don't know about that one personally, but that's okay. Ghost Trick, definitely didn't expect to see that at this one. A new game from Level 5, Deca Police, which we'll come back around to that one. Bayonetta Origins. I know there's a lot of Bayonetta fans out there, but I mean, this game doesn't look like any of those, so I'm very curious who the audience will be for that, but we'll see. Splatoon 3 DLC, which is fine. We all knew that was coming. This weird one, Disney Illusion Island, like old school Mickey Mouse, but in like a cool 2D platformer slash maybe Metroidvania a little bit different. All right. Fire Emblem DLC, which expected, right? Some extra characters and stuff. Harmony, The Fall of Reverie. Has an interesting art style, but it's I believe that's the one from the guys that do, what's it called, Don't Nod, right? And those aren't really my style of game, but I mean, maybe, I don't know. Octopath Traveler 2, which we've known about, that's coming soon. It's like 2 weeks away. So Katamari reroll, I guess that's what we need. Sea of Stars, which looks awesome. Come back to that one too. Omega Strikers. That's like a table, like ice hockey, the table hockey game. I don't know. It looks kind of weird. It has a cool art style, but I don't know what that is. A surprise announcement to me, at least: Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection, HD Collection. I mean, pretty cool they're bringing that up. Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot is got an announcement for this April, so that makes sense. I knew that was coming. It was out there in the rumor mill too, and I mean, it was announced last year still. We knew it was coming. Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack, so they're bringing Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, which is a cool announcement, but watching it just made me realize, like, at least none of the games they're starting with do I care much about. They have some cool advanced games in there, but honestly, just nothing for me. I don't know. Metroid Prime Remastered. This has been rumored for like 6 years. They're finally bringing it out. I'm surprised though that they didn't mention anything about Metroid Prime 4. You'd think that if you're gonna talk about the remaster of the originals, that you would have the new one, some kind of mention, but whatever. Master Detective Archives Rain Code. It's got a cool art style. I don't know much about that game. It's made by the Danganronpa team. So we'll just have to see. But I don't know about that. It's cool looking. I don't know that I'll play it, honestly. The Baten Kaitos remaster would have been a huge surprise if it hadn't been all over the internet. So it's kind of a bummer. That's a problem with rumors, right? Is that like they kind of ruin that. So that's a bummer. But it's still a cool thing that they're bringing it back. It's kind of weird. I see all people online saying how excited they are for that. That game didn't do very well. Nobody I knew played that game. I didn't play that game. So where were all of these people that are now so excited that, like, oh, I love that game? Really? Yeah, so that confused me, but that's okay. A new Fantasy Life game, that was a surprise. I did not expect that coming back. I love the idea of that game, but the art style is not my thing. My wife would probably love it, but that pseudo chibi look, not for me. Professor Layton, that was a surprise. I know some people were really excited about that, but that wasn't anything I ever spent any time on, so it doesn't matter to me, but it's cool that it's there. Mario Kart 8 booster cars? That game's just never gonna die. I just don't. That game's been around for like 10 years. I don't understand why people keep buying it. I don't understand how it gets this DLC and people buy that. Like, I don't get it. Minecraft Legends, which is fine, but we just had the Microsoft Developer Direct that talked all about that, so that was kind of meh. But it was part of their sizzle reel, you know, short stuff, so that's fine. Blanc, which is a weird looking, like, plays like a deer. It's like all black and white. It's Gearbox, but they're just publishing it. If you remember a couple years ago, they showed that slide that had like, I don't know, it was like 20 studios or something that they had kind of gobbled up and were doing that for. So it's probably one of those teams. I don't know. Weird looking game, but cool. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I mean, it's cool that's bringing that up, but that's, you know, Capcom thing. Have a Nice Death, which actually looks pretty sweet. That's a cool looking game. WSEE Baseball. That's like a weird chibi baseball. I don't understand where that comes from or who that audience is for. Maybe kids? I don't know. It's kind of weird. They had Disney Dreamlight Valley DLC, and I'm not sure if that's paid or not. It's a new realm, they said. So I don't know that you have to pay for that. My guess is that's free, but I'm not sure on that. Tales from Symphonia Remastered, which, I mean, that's coming soon. We knew that was coming. And then they did The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which, if you're a big Zelda fan, obviously that's pretty cool. I'm not. I like some of them, but not enough to care. I really, really, really tried to get into the last one, Breath of the Wild, that everybody loves so much, and I just don't care. I just can't care. I tried. I know it's a good game, so I'm not gonna be a jerk out here saying it's a bad game or something. It's not, but I can't stand the weapon breaking, and I just couldn't get into it. So, yeah. But for me, from this direct, what was really good, Sea of Stars. Man, that game looks so good. I'm super excited to play that. They gave the date for that, which is awesome. It's August 29th. So that's going to be good. I'm excited about that one. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good time. It's a little bit hard, right? So you got Final Fantasy in June. And then, as of right now, there's not a lot dated after that. There is Baldur's Gate 3 1.0 coming out in August. But you figure probably audience, there'll be some crossover. They're both RPGs, but probably not a huge crossover, hopefully, for them. Also, Sea of Stars is probably like 20 to 40 hours, and Baldur's Gate 3 is like 600. So, yeah, Sea of Stars looks really good. It's one of my most anticipated this year, and I'm super excited about it. Deca Police from Level 5 looked really interesting. I'm pretty excited to see what they got there, right? It was kind of a short trailer. We don't know a lot about it, but it has a cool art style. It has a cool idea. So I'll be really interested in that one. And then the third one for me is Octopath Traveler 2. Obviously we know a bit about that, and it's a cool game. Octopath Traveler 1 was cool. I never could finish it just because I stopped caring about the stories. I loved the combat, I loved the music, but the stories just didn't pull me in. And I know that's different for everyone. It wasn't even, I couldn't even finish one story. I wanted a goal, you know, and I just couldn't get it from there. So they say this one's supposed to have more of that and more intermingle, right, of the stories and connection between characters. So if they can do that, I think that'll be really good. Obviously the art style is cool, the music looks awesome. Yeah, and the demo for that is not just on Nintendo, that's on PlayStation as well. So that looks pretty stinking cool. I know, like, my wife plays the Dreamlight Valley, so she'll like that. I think she's gonna like that Fantasy Life game. You know, Metroid Prime Remastered, if you played those when you were younger, those are gonna be really cool. But I just don't care. I just don't. So I know that I'm kind of a downer on this direct that so many people love, but you know, we all got our opinions. So yeah, but that was the direct. It was cool. I love these shows. I love seeing new games coming out, whether I really want to play them or not. It's just cool to see what's coming out. So hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below on what you thought of the direct, whether you liked it or not, and what your favorite announcement was. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Later.